Well, good day and welcome to another segment here of Fly Fishing Pass It On. Here's a great little tip a buddy of mine told me about the other day. He's a certified fly fishing instructor and single and double-handed rods. This guy knows his stuff and got a really cool little tip here I'll pass along to you. I don't know why I've never thought of this sooner, but it's real simple. The problem that a lot of us have as casters is we're breaking our wrist. We use too much wrist. It's a natural thing. We're throwing baseballs and that most of our life, and we get a lot of that kind of movement. And so what we want to do is make sure we get a good grip on a rod and have it as an extension of your forearm. Because when you do that, you're loading the rod from the blank all the way up the cork here, all the way to the tip. And you want to make sure to remember that wherever the rod tip travels, it must travel in a straight line, because wherever the rod tip travels, the line will follow. So if we have a straight path with a rod tip, we're going to have a nice tight loop. But once we start getting the movement like this, we start breaking our wrist, opens that up and you get those big fat lazy loops and no power. Okay, so we want to get, this is a basic rule of thumb for fly fishing or fly casting. And if you can master this, you're going to be a much better angler, believe me. So you want to lock this all up, and it's a pull, push, pull, push. I used to always, talk about like a steam locomotive, if you will, if you can think back that far, watch an old Western, but it's just chugging along, just basically a pull-push method, and that's a real good way to get a nice tight loop. But here's his little tip and trick. This is slicker than sliced bread, I thought. You take a door, just a door jamb here, and you take some masking tape or painter's tape or something like that won't stick on your door. You don't want to get your wife or your mom all mad at you. So take your thumbnail right across here and just pull it across in a straight line. Just follow it in a straight line. There's no movement like that. It's easy. You stop, pull, you stop. And this stop is really critical. I fly casted for many years. I thought I was a decent caster. I could get a lot of line out, or I was pretty happy with what I was doing, until we got these video cameras and I had someone just video me for a little bit, and I had a look at it. Holy smokes, I was so surprised. I was fading so bad. I wasn't stopping. And another buddy of mine is a really good casting instructor too. He said that's the biggest problem people have is they don't stop the rod. Stop crisp. And when it fades, it drops. Okay, so when you stop, that's what shoots your line out. And if you can practice this consecutively for 21 days, it'll be in your subconscious memory. It's just the way the learning process works, and it'll be just like walking and chewing gum. You'll be able to get this cast down, you'll be able to stop, 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 stop. And it doesn't matter how fast you go, it's not a big, you can be very smooth and slow. Fly casting's a rhythm, and like I said, if you can just improve your game, you can do this indoors, doesn't matter where you live. You come home at dark, whatever the case may be, but just spend a few minutes on it. You don't have to stand here for an hour, just 5 minutes or 8 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you want to do, but that's every day. If you just over and over and over, you will be surprised when you step out and grab your rod in the spring when you get outside. And it's a great place to practice, because a lot of times people don't practice when they're fishing. They're thinking about fishing and getting that line out there and catching a fish. I know when I was doing casting schools to get beginners going, I'd get them doing pretty good. And then we had a little stream down from this park where we fished, where we taught these little classes. I took them down the stream and everything just fell apart because they were thinking about the water, the fish, and whatever. So the best place to practice your casting is on the grass. Go to a park somewhere. You don't need to tie a fly on the end of your line. You're basically just casting your line. So just stay with that and keep practicing as much as you can, and you will become a better caster, and with that you become a much better angler. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you again next time.
Thanks for joining us today with our fly guy Brent Schlenker. Check out his new videos on Brent's YouTube channel and Sport Fishing on the Fly.